Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be talking about housework and stay-at-home momming, really. Those two things.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, being a stay-at-home mom is like the equivalent of 3 full-time jobs, and one of those full-time jobs is housework.
Yes.
The other 2 are your baby. Probably best piece of advice I was given was that the work will always be there tomorrow. Like, if you don't do your laundry today, it's not going to do itself. So it will always be there tomorrow if you just, like, want to hang out with your baby, which is what I do instead of housework.
I'm a little bit more strict about getting my housework done just because I am not necessarily allergic to my animals, but I do have a little bit of like a sensitivity when there's a lot of animal hair and dust and that kind of stuff. And we have 3 animals and they're all free roam, 2 cats and a dog. So I do at least try to keep my carpets vacuumed in all of the rooms of my house on both floors every other day, just because if I don't, then I just get like miserated. It's just not a good time. So that is one thing that I do really try to stay on top of, and that's why. Otherwise I would probably let it go a lot longer. Like dishes, I hate doing dishes. I'm bad about doing dishes. If I can't rinse it off and stick it in the dishwasher, it will probably sit in my sink for 2 or 3 days.
I am not great about housework. I hate it, mostly because we live in a smaller trailer and we have too much stuff for the trailer. So like, it's too much for me to try and like constantly find places for stuff when there's literally no storage. So I just like throw my hands up and I'm like, I'm over this, I'm done, and I don't want to vacuum because that means I have to move a bunch of shit around and try and find places for it. Like, cleaning my house is like spring cleaning every single time I try to clean it. And it's like, it's not a big trailer. Like, it's, you know, it's a nice size, but it's not like massive. It's not 2 stories or anything. But like, if I want to clean my living room, like if I just want to vacuum, I have to like pick everything up off the floor, vacuum, then try and find places for everything. Usually that ends up on the counter. Then I have to clean the kitchen counter off, which then consists of me having to clean the kitchen. And the entire process between my open floor plan, kitchen and living room, literally takes me all day, and all I wanted to do was vacuum. 1, I'm not great about it. 2, I am so lazy. And it's not great. Some of it has to do with my depression, and I just don't want to. Some of it has to do with the fact that I just suffer from chronic laziness. Like, I sit down and then I don't get up. Okay.
I'll do that sometimes too. As you guys saw in my vlog last week, I had 2 days like that actually where I literally just sat on the couch and didn't do anything.
I had a day where we did that. I sound like a man. We really don't know why, but there was a day that I just really did not feel very good. So Skylar and I literally just sat in bed until like 4 o'clock. I didn't get up. Sorry.
It was an early morning.
Both of us. And I didn't get out of bed, but I have a tendency to like sit down and like sit on my phone for hours and hours and like just scroll through Facebook or something, and I could be doing a lot of other productive things, which I don't. So I'm working on that part, but I think just like the housework piece, like I hate doing laundry. I don't mind doing the physical laundry. I don't mind folding stuff, but like I hate putting laundry away. I don't mind putting Skylar's laundries away. Laundries.
There's multiple items.
There is. There is. But like, my clothes, I hate putting them away, and it's too much, and I hate doing it.
I don't mind really any aspect of laundry except for hanging clothes. I hate hanging clothes. I worked in a retail store where basically everything was hung unless it was on display. But if it wasn't hung, I would fold it. Like, I would be like the first volunteer. I was like, I'll do it, because then I didn't have to sit in the back for 4 hours and hang clothes and then go on lunch and then come back and hang clothes for 4 hours. So
Yeah. Well, and I worked in retail too, and a lot of ours was like folding, hanging, and all of it. I mean, all of our stuff came on hangers, but we had to put it away, and so like that's where I think I hate putting clothes away, because I like constantly had to find places to put stuff, and the racks were always so full, and it looked like garbage, and all the hangers had to be the same way, and it was just ridiculous. So I definitely hate doing laundry so much. Babies generate a lot of laundry. It's like you really can't get around it.
Be sat between the blowing out of things, for him peeing on things,
for her, she just
spitting
is a girl.
up.
Yeah, spitting up.
Especially for Bennett, because he has acid reflux.
So it's a lot.
So he spits up quite a bit, so I'm constantly washing blankets and burp rags and his clothes, and
Skylar just has a lot of clothes. Like, she's a girl, and like the number one thing everybody wants to buy you when you have a little girl is clothes. So like, she has a whole bunch of jammies. In order for me to like cycle through all of her jammies, like she has to wear a new pair of jammies like literally every single night. I literally have an entire day dedicated to like just doing Skylar's clothes, because she has so many. Like, there are clothes in her closet still that she has not worn, and by the time she grows out of them, probably will never wear. And like, she has enough clothes to outfit like 3 little girls, truly. And there's just, in order for her to successfully wear every single outfit, by the time she grows out of it, she would have to change her clothes twice a day. It's like, it's to a point where if you do laundry for a baby, like, you need an entire day to do it. You need an entire day to wash it all, then you need an entire day to like fold it, and then find places for it, and amongst also having them with you while you're doing that. And it's just, it's a lot. So like, I have to split up. Our laundry has to be done on a different day, and then like linens and towels and stuff have to be done on an even different day. And my sister lives with us, and she's a teenage girl, so she does her laundry on the days that I'm not doing laundry. So laundry is like an all day, everyday situation in my house, and I hate it.
The other thing that generates a lot of chores that we both have in our house is animals, which I kind of touched on earlier when I said about the vacuuming thing. I have 2 cats and a dog, so, and you know, they poop and they pee. Gotta clean that up. Have to clean cat boxes. That's horrible.
And we both got really out of practice with that, because we literally had 10 months
of not having to do it. Hi.
Hi,
happy burrito. Are you a happy burrito? So anyways, you gotta pick up the dog poop.
I
gotta
don't.
Clean the cat box. Yeah, but I don't have a little sister that I can have do chores that live with me.
She doesn't even do her chores, so. When you have a cat, which I do.
I have 2 right now.
I only have 1.
Now.
At one point we had, too many animals, but yeah. Yeah. It's nice to just have 1 cat. But you do have to keep up with them and make sure that they're taken care of too. It's like being a stay-at-home mom and having animals and having infants at this age that need you pretty much 25 hours of the day. It's a lot.
Yeah. And, you know, for me, yard work and shoveling, if you don't live in a cold climate, good for you. We do. So, you know, our sidewalk and our driveway and all that stuff needs to be shoveled when it snows, and lately it's been snowing like every other day. And it's not a little bit of snow, it's like 2 to 4 inches of snow. So, and right now my husband is home, which has been nice because I haven't had to do that, but when he's not here, obviously that job falls on me. So,
yeah. Well, and we can't take them outside, obviously.
No.
It's like 22 below outside, so you can't exactly take babies outside. It's a lot, and I always feel like bad because I know I should be better about like my housework, you know, and I'm not. And so because of it, you know, I always am like apologizing because my house is a mess, and like, you know, as a mom,
your house is gonna be a mess.
Yeah,
it's just gonna happen. And that's okay. Bless you. And if anybody makes you feel bad about that, that's their problem. You know, it's nice to choose to love and be with your babies and to just sit there and hold them and have that time
and it's okay to choose that.
yeah,
Like,
and to just love them.
It's
like
okay.
extra love.
Like, you only get to have these guys be this little for a very short period of time because, you know, they grow fast and they, you know, they develop quickly. And so sometimes, you know, if they feel particularly snuggly, then snuggle them.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Love it up. Soak it in.
Don't let anybody make you feel bad because, you know, your house is not clean and, you know, there's stuff on the floor and you don't have places for everything.
You know, it's okay. It's okay to let things go for a little bit. It's okay to let your house be a mess. It's not that big of a deal. If you get stuff done that day, good for you. It's hard to do that. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a break. Being a mom is hard enough as it is, on top of everything else. And even if you're a working mom, holy cow, you are amazing. Like, so...
Even if you just get one thing done today, feel accomplished. Don't aim to clean your whole house.
No, it's not going to happen, and then you're going to be disappointed because it's not done.
Yeah.
You know? Just love your baby. Take that time.
Yep.
So, I think that's where we're going to end this one. So, we will see you guys tomorrow with Seneca's vlog. And I hope you enjoy this journey of momming with us.